just outskilling. Right? Who was it that we saw do that? No, I forget which team. We did see, was it Mini Sand King, where it actually worked? But I don't know that was because the Sand King's actually that good. I think they were just the better team, so a lot of things could have worked. We got a game 1 draft, though. They're jumping right through the bands. Let's hop right into the action. 2 series today. This is game number 1.
Radiant team.
All right.
Any puck players?
No!
Radiant
No!
team pick.
Oh, I'm ride or die with a first pick Tiny now? Are you kidding me? Sorry, I digress.
Man, we are so an anomaly on this hero, guys. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, it really feels like the chocolate, the box of chocolates, right? It actually can look really good. It can look really, really bad, but I don't like the lion either, so I'm not even sure if...
All right.
I understand Tiny like the most picked hero in high MR pubs and all that. I still don't get convinced by it.
So we're skipping out on the Mars here.
Yeah.
We're skipping out on a potential bristleback here. And we're even starting to see more of the Trent suggested, just pick up your 1 if it's that good of a 1. If you're looking at Troll or Jug, you might want to consider it.
4th overall.
Dire team pick.
Guys, in North America this season, for upper and lower, Tiny has a 35% win rate. But in South America, he has a 53% win rate. It's a pretty big difference, but pretty much the same amount of games.
Trent, that's a tweet right there. SA's popping off. We're on the front page of Reddit. That is an SA stat through and through. You want to see how good SA is? We are winning with a dumpster tier hero in every other region.
Well, I think I actually didn't know that Tiny was being played so prolifically across the world. I mean, I knew it was
the most
pubs
picked
and
hero
stuff,
in all
but...
pubs right now.
Yeah, and he's rising fast on the charts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this. 4th overall Troll Warlord. They listen to Zyori and Trent. Oh my gosh. Our podcast is changing the world, bud.
Yeah, maybe we'll record another one someday. Maybe daycare will open back up. Oh, I'm a shell of a human. Okay, wow. Every other region is sub 50%. Hold on, let me check China. I think every other region loses with Tiny besides SA.
That's fantastic. That is, wow, that's like a badge of honor.
China does not play. Oh, China only has 14 games, but they are positive. They're at 57%. But every other region is negative. Yo, go SA.
Wow.
Woo!
True Tiny specialist here. That's, is Tiny just the brand in the region, Trent? Were you ahead of the times with your little avatar being Tiny that whole time, and now you're covering SA DPC? Were you like...
It's all part of the plan, my good man.
Some sort of a prophet here.
All it took was him to get ridiculously nerfed from when I played him. And really liked him. Now, the only reason I started playing so much Tiny was because I found that you could toss one of the medium camps into the top lane during one of the jungle configurations, and I was really pleased with myself because that was something I'd never seen anyone do.
Oh, is that the OG strat where they you toss the melee creep in the cliff?
No, there was actually a jungle camp that you could pull. Back before all the pulling was nerfed and stuff, kind of around when the Pudges were pulling for the mid lane, I was started to pick Tiny, and I was tossing a medium camp, I think it was, that was up top in one of the old jungle configurations. And I was pulling the lane, and no one had any idea what I was doing, and I was just dying. Because I was playing position 5 Tiny. It was pretty funny.
Position 5 Tiny.
Dude, when you could pull lanes, it didn't matter what hero you were.
True.
It was all good.
It's pretty true, actually. You're just sitting there in the jungle. They're all tanking each other. You're just getting last hits. Like, wow,
I just talk to my kid and be like, yo, pick someone that can farm under tower. And they're like, okay. And I would just pull the wave into the jungle and jungle. The enemy team had no idea what was happening.
I could have gotten so much MMR.
Beautiful.
That's why.
All right, guys. If EGOBOYS bans Darkseer here right now, they will have a 37% chance of winning this game. If they don't, they lost this game. All right, you ban Darkseer now, you have a chance. That's all I'll say.
I like your stats. Now those are some numbers.
Some good numbers.
Valky played 27 games with Darkseer. All right, I could actually find out in 5 seconds. Then they ban Oracle. What do you guys think is gonna happen if Darkseer's not banned right
now? All right.
I think they're gonna pick it, Bowie.
I have a point.
I think they're going to pick it.
They do have the 5th pick overall. So,
yes.
Yeah, you're going to want to go ahead and remove the little blue dude.
Okay, now what happens if they just pick Ench?
Oh, there it is.
They don't have
there
to.
There it is.
All right. So 37% chance, Eagle Boys. They're rising up.
See, that's my boy.
That's a joke with
Kara.
rises.
Yeah, that was good.
Very
It was good.
Very good.
Thank you.
Week 5. Glad you saved it for a really hype moment.
Bobby's grown so much in these 2 seasons.
5 seconds.
Now he makes bad jokes, not just good
I'm
ones.
so proud.
Yeah,
No, for my dad himself.
that's true.
Tell me
I'm a twice over dad. I got 2 kids. I'm doubly powerful.
Are you satisfied with the amount of kids you have, or do you want more?
Not enough for a Dota team yet, bud. I want some of this esports cash.
I guess at least with one more, then you could get a couple of the old heads in there. You and the wifey plus the 3 sprouts. That could be quite the team.
Yep.
That'd be fun. You and the wifey could play support. Enable the young guns to really get the big kill scores. That could be family bonding and earning at the same time. This is efficiency, my friend.
I made her play Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. She beat it. Only game she ever played.
Wow.
Not a Dota gamer.
That's
not a gamer.
If you're gonna have one stripe though, one game,
it's true. She stuck it through.
I think that's pretty top tier. I think that's
impressive.
An upper echelon.
And I wasn't even there. I didn't even help her.
That's
nice.
All right, give me a 5 that makes Troll sad, guys. Are there any? AA.
Oracle's pretty good at that.
Well, well, he's gone, Bowie.
Pugna.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Position 5 Pugna makes Troll very sad.
Okay, well, how about a good 5 though? That's a good 5.
Yeah, Phoenix fits the bill for what you're talking about. Pretty good against Troll and good.
I guess Wyvern could have been good too. But the versus Tiny, which is up and down. Dude, I don't know. That last Wyvern game kind of had me convinced.
Wyvern, if you actually look at the highest win rate heroes in pubs right now, it's 4th, and it's picked a lot. It just doesn't feel like it translates that much to competitive yet, but I agree.
That's like a Lycan stuff.
Lycan's
got a 60% win rate in solo queue. Does not translate to pro games. Exactly the same.
It was broken for a while, though. We saw a couple of really crazy.
Yes, there are occasionally times where Lycan is so broken he trickles into the pro scene. I'm just saying, like, it's same with Brood. Having a really high win rate historically in pubs doesn't necessarily translate to pro games.
5 seconds remaining.
True. So they get the snap, pretty good versus Phoenix. I guess this is probably going to be a 5 snap.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you pick here? Lots of strength heroes on EGOBOYS.
I feel like I want to leave the potential Void pick for last. Yeah.
Oh.
See if it looks good at that point. And I was thinking of more so flexing the Blood to 3. So that's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be mid.
The
could
Blood?
be mid, true.
Yeah, no.
Sounds like some kind of shit nah would want to do.
Mm-hmm. I guess that's a good point, though. It is nah. So they definitely want his potential pick last as well, like one of his sneakier heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Fast lineup, though, for Latam defenders. EGOBOYS need to get some skirmishy heroes, something that can make a little space while this troll is still trying to come online, because there's going to be a lot of run at you.
Let's say a good 3 into potentially Phoenix and Bloodseeker, because they should probably pick their 3 here. Mars is still in, and there's Bloodseeker. Mars kind of looks all right.
EGOBOYS, they actually hate Mars. They hate Mars and they hate Center. They rarely pick it.
Tide Hunter.
They could use
like
another
Kraken Shell.
Is Lash too terrible here?
I think Lash is. It kind of works because of the flexibility it offers, but I don't know. I feel like only certain teams are willing to run it as the 3.
Yeah, it kind of cuts both ways against a lineup like this. If you get run over, it's going to feel really bad, but if you can hold your ground and stay ahead, it could be really good and slow them down a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a boom or bust kind of pick, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this Bloodseeker pick is really good from Latam because they also like playing Tide on EGOBOYS, but you cannot dispel the Rupture, the Sunray, and the X-Call also not dispellable, so they can't really... I guess they could play it, but it doesn't feel good.
All right, where's my Brewmaster gamer? It's time.
Ugh. No.
Drakeel plays weird heroes. I mean, he plays Tree, doesn't he?
There you go for the Mars.
Wow. See, Bowie, this is EGOBOYS adapting. breaking out of the comfort zone. They looked at the stats and they said,
adapting by picking Mars.
They said, listen,
they looked at the
Drakeel,
stats. They saw they played one game and they lost with it, and they're gonna try.
they're like, listen,
again.
Drakeel, all right, we gave you Slardar a couple of times. You screwed it up every time. We got to give you a real hero. You're weighing us down. You got to play some of the normies. Okay,
oh man,
fine.
I love this. Huskar and Visage bans, perfect bans. I fully agree with this decision.
All right, you guys know what Suendo's gonna pick? Nah. I'll tell you.
Tinker.
Nope. He will pick Outworld Devourer. He's gonna crush this game.
That would be really good. I would love to see more OD.
Really good versus Troll. Helps the Phoenix to pop up the egg. Doesn't lose a lot of lanes, and he played 5 games of it this week. So.
And they banned Puck. Let's see what else they ban.
What's
another OD counter? Sniper. What's a counter that people actually pick?
Evoker. Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I guess they could also Lash if they don't OD, but I actually really like the OD here, surprisingly.
I think
I love
maybe
the
Death
OD.
Prophet for EGOBOYS.
10
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
Oh, yeah, I feel like we need to
Fire.
send a PSA out to these teams that occasionally
5
OD is
seconds
good.
remaining.
He's not
agree.
meta, but he still fits a niche and he still womps.
Radiant team
The new eggs is actually like I thought it was a nerf. Wow.
Snap mid.
Is this snap? Oh, or snap off lane, but
Or tiny mid.
Cool.
I mean, they have the flex. They can either do the snap mid or the tiny mid.
I think it's tiny mid.
Probably
Tiny
tiny
mid, snap 4.
It just depends on the pick. But they can't tiny mid if they go OD, for example. Then they'd probably have to like snap.
Well, that's true.
Oh, look.
Yeah, the visage.
It's not enough visage.
All right.
All right, so Latam Defenders have a cool lineup here. This is very like Latam Defenders style, right? It doesn't scale that well, but plays really fast, can definitely knock down towers. There's this whole mid-game point where they want to run this game down and absolutely shut down EGOBOYS. Can Rises get the space? Can this troll pop off? It is going to be an alone tiny.
Dude, they called this out though. They didn't ban the visage, and we literally know if you don't ban visage, they're gonna pick this visage, and they pick Wyvern.
100%.
So now that lets them put the tiny mid. It lets them keep the snap as a support, and they're not forced to do any weird lanes or anything because of like an OD or something. And I think EGOBOYS are completely fine with this visage pick. This does not concern me.
I think Wyvern's very good against these kind of fast lineups. I think that's why they picked it specifically, anticipating this kind of visage-like hero.
Now,
very good at holding high ground, really good at creep clear, hard to end the game fast.
The curse works on the birds now, right?
It does, but you want to know what also happens with Curse and Phoenix? When Phoenix is casting Sunray, and for some reason it has to attack someone, the Sunray still keeps going.
And heals them, right?
Yes.
Even if they're,
Yes. So I think there's 2 birds on the side of Latam Defenders. There's only 1 bird, or Wyvern in this case, on the side of EGOBOYS. This is a very easy game for Latam Defenders.
Uh-huh.
2 birds compared to 1. Soar like the Phoenix. All right, I believe you.
It's nice when one panelist goes for the underdogs. That's very kind of you, Bowie. All right, good luck.
Underdogs. Okay.
Easy EGOBOYS.
He's generous. I got to go with Trent as well. Let's hand it over to Gary and Theban. No pause here. Gentlemen, another na visage. But will it work this time? I've cursed it as now you get to talk over this pause. Congratulations.
Excellent. Yeah, thank you, Sayori. I like that, though, from Bo. You know, we've had the leg strats and all that, the hovering strats. Now we've got the bird strats, Theban, as they do grab up that na visage right at the end. EGOBOYS with a ton of team fight. Which way are you leaning? I'm going EGOBOYS. I'll make it easy for you.
EGOBOYS?
Go against me. Do it.
Nah, I really don't want to. I mean, I like the axe pick. Whatever, like Latam Defenders is something that people have been picking a lot of lately, and they're going for this level 1 battle hunger. I'm not so sure how well it can win lanes, but it is against a Wyvern troll, so it's a it's like one of the harder lanes to play against, but I also like the response from EGOBOYS with the Wyvern to have that save against in this game. So Latin defenders, they got plenty of magic damage, and if somehow with Nana he can have a good laning stage and start taking these towers down, I think he's gonna carry this game. Even though there is a Wyvern that can, like, slow him down or use the curse against him.
How much do you reckon they rely on their laning stage? Because I kind of look at these drafts and think the defenders, they need, Blink on Axe, they need Visage to get into his Orchid, his Aghanims, whatever it might be. And then EGOBOYS are kind of very XP-centric. They get experience, they cast their spells, they look good without items.
I don't think they need to win lanes that badly. Like, when I say these teams need to win lanes, is mainly because their draft is so bad, right? That they have to win lanes in order for them to have any shot at the game. And I don't think Latin defenders draft is that bad. Like, they have all the key ingredients that you need to be able to play through the mid and the late game, even from behind. Because they got magic damage, they got burst damage, right? They got Rupture, they got called into Phoenix ulti, they got Lion Finger, they got Visage with his soul assumptions, there's so much damage available that you can always get or trade kills in fights.
Yeah, and then you kind of add into that, they've got the catch, right? They've got the vision from the birds, catch from the axe, the ability for Lion, if he gets a decent timing on his blink dagger, to jump in and find people.
Yeah.
And it will be fighting into some pretty hefty ultis, this Mars, Snapfire, Wyvern. We've seen this trio play together real sweetly in a number of previous games where you've just got so much ways, not just to initiate and start fights, but to reset, disengage, and kind of give this troll a better time if he doesn't want to battle into people.
Oh, we're gonna see a bloodbath this game, Gary. So many damn fights and kills and everything going down this game.
It's gonna be scrappy. And we'll look down on that bottom lane first. Drakeel and Tano, Mars, Snapfire, Old Faithful, good classic. Up against a Bloodseeker and Phoenix. And obviously we've also got that kind of counteracting nature of the Snap against the Phoenix. A little Shredder versus Egg later on. But even in lane, Phoenix with limited armor, he just gets clicked down by the Snap. And it can be difficult, or almost impossible, to trade hits.
Yeah, and later on, this little Shredder is going to be the key spell to bringing down the Egg. Troll Warlord doesn't really like to spend most of his time hitting the Egg either. But you just play around with that. You wait until the Snapfire, he uses the little Shredder, or you catch him first.
Oh, nice deny from Drakeel there. Cocohook trying to blood right play. But yeah, consistently just being oppressed in that bot lane. It's not a good feel for the defenders. We'll look into some of these other ones, though. Lane. Yeah. The minus armor into the God's Rebuke. Oh yeah, you're right. That's real powerful combo. Never really thought about that. Minus armor, physical damage. Well, Visage tiny for now. Just farming out. Trading last hits. A couple of extra denies for Na. And it looks like he's probably going to be heading into that Orchid build we've seen from him previously, which does let him play at a pretty fast tempo and get a couple of snipes to get his ball rolling.
Yeah, I do feel like every time Nana played this hero, when he did have success, it was against like a Storm Spirit or something like that, where the Orchid is very valuable against. But against Tiny, I don't know. This hero is really good against Visage. You got the Tree Grab for the splash damage, and you also got the Grow, gives you armor against Visage, who mainly does all physical damage with his birds and his hero. So not gonna be that hero that's gonna be shutting down the enemy mid in the mid game.
Yeah, going to target the Wyvern, the Troll, maybe going to be the prime heroes that Nana wants to go for. Yeah. How's top lane going, Theban? Is all right for the EGOBOYS?
It's looking all right so far. I mean, Axe only has 7 last hits. He got bullied right away on the first wave, but he is level 2. He should be able to pick up this nice big creep wave coming into him. Moonlight, he should play on the side, make sure the Winter Wyvern can't go to pull the small camp that's available right now. Oh, Valky not even skilling up his counter helix yet, because he really wants to hold this wave right here. But they're taking so much damage for it, though.
Yeah, I like the fact, like, they're guarding the large camp so Lion couldn't block it, or bottom lane Drakeel has to God's Rebuke back the Bloodseeker. Fire Spirits, they go in, and it looks like Cocohook's got the chase down onto him.
First blood.
A strong lane turned around on. And top, Fairy Fire popped out by Moonlight. It looks like both of the safe lanes able to turn around on their opponents.
Bloodseeker, this is a hero that I've been enjoying watching lately. I think He's just so good at winning lanes. As long as you have some kind of a stun, they're still making it work with Phoenix. Oh, Valkyrie.
Oh my god,
Whoa.
Valkyrie, yeah.
Just
They've got
going
these
in
fairy
there.
fires and stick charges, so it looks like they'll survive the onslaught. Maybe a play here for the Lion to stun the Wyvern under a creep wave. He's holding for it, gets the stun. Creeps, though, not going to aggro onto the Wyvern. And Axe unable to close the gap on them.
I'm not so sure how I like plays like that right before you're going to get your Ring of Health on your Axe. He picks it up right now, but he's so low.
Yeah.
Like, he has to wait a very long time before he can make that.
Well, Tiny, he's called for reinforcements. Brings Tano into mid. That's a Visage taking your Snapfire down before falling himself. Well, this is what I wanted to come to, like 24-11. We looked into mid a couple of minutes ago and it looked reasonably even. And suddenly Visage just has this burst of a great like laning stage performance out against this Tiny.
And it looks like Snapfire was just rotating through the bottom water moon to mid and just making it happen.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
refills Alone's bottom. Like, they needed that kill so badly, didn't they?
He didn't refill it.
Oh, he didn't?
Alone put it on the floor, and Tano went to put a sentry down and didn't pick the bottle up.
Yeah, don't put it on the floor, guys. Don't put your bottle on the floor. That's
Especially since they increased the range that you can transfer items now. There's like no reason to put it on the floor. And even though Visage died, he's still bullying this Tiny around. Alone's got to go back to base, doesn't he? I mean, he can't even go for that bottom water rune. It's too dangerous for him.
I mean, people do it because they
Valkyrie.
want to, like, oh, drop the bottle, think about last hitting, don't have to think about picking up the bottle, but your support is not going to, like, always adapt to you. You know, he's just going to TP in, he's going to expect you to pass in the bottle, just do it. It's a full bottle refill. He could still be in the lane right now and picking up that bottom water rune. There's a water rune there, by the way.
Yeah, I think he just felt too scared to go for it.
Right.
But you're right. You know, if he'd had that bottle refilled, he would be good enough to go and get that rune up. I mean, it's still there for him. It's still a pretty drastic loss now. 22-4 against. I mean, what is that? 26 versus 45 CS.
Yeah,
Almost being
he's
doubled up
getting
by a Visage.
wrecked in this lane, and this is before Visage got to his familiars too. Like I've actually never seen a Visage win a lane pre-level 6 ever.
Especially this hard. I go on the Phoenix bottom. He's fine. Actually wants to dive back in onto the snap. Mars there. Drakeel is holding God's Rebuke and Spear. They're just chipping away at each other. While top lane, they've caught up the Axe with an Arctic Burn. The slows from the Axes of Troll, and they net him up. Valky, 6 stick charges. So he'll get back to his tier 1 safe and sound. But again, a continuation of free farm for Rises.
I hope they have stacks in the triangle area here. They only got 2 right now. This Axe is gonna need something to recover, but nah. He's gonna try to make some plays.
Comes up. And Moonlight's pretty low, probably going to fall to the Troll into ranged form. Yeah, the final touch. No, tries to go for the body blocks because he's bringing his familiars all the way across the map. The birds are here. In onto Rises with a chain stuns. Axe. He couldn't get there for a call, and they're going to give up the chase onto him, respecting the TPs. The one that will come from Tano especially. And the double TP back. Axe towards the tier 1. Visage goes back to mid, and they spotted this tiny rotation coming in thanks to their beautiful Observer Ward.
And guess who else TP's top and wants to also get some action going? Mr. Tano. And that means bottom side, Drakeel is going to be in a lot of trouble laning into his Bloodseeker, who's about to hit level 6 right now, with the catapult going into his tower. So if there's a chance for Latin defenders to apply some pressure, it would be right now, but it looks like they're not going to do it. Backing off, farming. I don't know if they knew that the Snapfire TP top, did they?
I'm not sure. I don't think they did, and they don't expect this move to come around into mid lane onto Na. Both supports with the Tiny. Clear up the Visage. And the double familiar kill with that nice little tree toss.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's
Something going back the way of Tiny.
That was a very nice play from Alone, and he's going to need to make more of those happen. And Kakao going to TP top now. He wants to pressure up the carry. He knows the Mars is soon to be 6 bottom, and he wants to be the first one to make a move on Bloodseeker instead.
Radiant's middle tower is under
He's just waiting for this troll to just walk into the creep wave, and he's going to walk up when Moonlight initiates on him.
And go for the stun, the rupture. Kick it off onto Rises. And then that also leaves Angel, bottom alone, but that's kind of where you want to be as the position 5 Phoenix. Leeching that experience, getting towards level 6. Moonlight gets initiated on top. And good blood right there. Zone's alone out, so the Lion's still alive. He can throw another Hex as they rupture Rises. And Kara dunked down by Valky. Rises, goes for the TP, but they've got the Berserker's Call. A double kill, double dunk.
Nice.
That's great recovery for the Axe now.
It is, and you're gonna be seeing a lot of that this game, right? Whenever the Troll Warlord pops the battle chance, when he's like low, wants to survive, and the call is just gonna come out and delete him. So very nice play there. They had no idea the Bloodseeker was top lane. They just wanted to try and make a quick kill onto this Phoenix, but got completely punished for it, losing their carry too. He doesn't have a TP to go bottom and pressure with either.
Oh no.
So they try to get out.
So what's his move? He's walking back up top, but
He's just
like him
walking.
to go into triangle? He's decided to not go top. Yeah, it looks like he is heading down to like farm through triangle, then swing into bot lane.
Kara, he showed
getting
himself
dived
top
on.
lane.
Mars will come up here. Arena is ready.
Cancelled by the Lion. Bottom
Oh
lane.
dear.
In the trees. Moonlight got him. I mean, they better jump Moonlight. I don't know why they're not jumping Moonlight.
Alone just TP's up here now. He's got no mana for toss. He's avalanched. Not looking good for the Ego Boys. They're kind of filtering in one by one, and there's no one to save Alone.
Yeah, they checked.
He's
Oh,
walked in
they're like, hold on,
1v3.
guys. He has no mana.
He's no one to save him. He's got 3 heroes down bottom pressuring tier 1 tower. And Moonlight, like you say, very freely walks away from it. Can't defend the tower anymore, but he's done his job. He bought time, made space.
Yeah, I think they made a huge mistake there on Drakeo not to just run into that trees area and just ulti, get that Lion kill, because you can't go top anymore. Latam defenders have already committed to that tower. And Tiny as well, TPing in after the Mars TP got cancelled was just a complete disaster. They also lost mid, by the way, during all of that, so yeah.
Yeah, Nana gets that push going, and he's reasonably close to that Orchid now. We're going to be looking at what, like 13 minutes or so, maybe a bit faster, depending on how this next couple of minutes goes for him.
Yeah, he'll have it before 12 here, I think. He's farming extremely fast. He can farm the Ancients as well. He's got that level 2 Gravekeeper's Cloak, very tanky.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't die, because he has been picked off a couple of times. And I can feel Ego Boys really desperate to make a move. It would be nice to see them smoking out on this map, but it appears that they just want to walk it towards that mid lane, get a bit of pressure onto the tier 1, try and use some of these cooldowns that they've really been struggling to launch onto people. Like, they've got Kisses, they've got Arena, they've got this Winter's Curse, they've hit level 6 on their supports now, and they will Arena straight onto the Lion, find the immediate pick-off on Moonlight, taken down with the Arctic Burn and a few more touches. Don't want to give it to the Mars. Oh, hang on a second, is Lion escaping from this? How has Moonlight got away? One more spear misses. He's under the tower. He's actually fine. Moonlight dodging from danger. Mid lane, the Kisses though, in onto Nana. That should be a kill on the Visage. The Sunray, the Kisses.
Oh, the curse.
Winter's Curse, catching up the Phoenix. So Nana's down to Kara. They jump in with the stuns and bring down the Phoenix too. This time, Bloodseeker and Axe the ones to TP in one by one. They've got Alone all trapped up and ruptured. Lots of red debuffs on him there with Thirst, Rupture, Battle Hunger, and all that stuff.
Hey, you were right. It's going to be a 13-minute Orchid because you thought he was going to die, and he really did. They just went all in onto him there. But they did use majority of their, big spells, right? The Battle Trance, the Snapfire ulti. We're going to look for Latin defenders to make some kind of a retaliation point, I think. Maybe just smoke up to this ward on the top side. It would be nice for them to utilize this Visage timing still. I mean, he doesn't have Orchid yet, but he's going to finish it in the next 400 gold and just try to smoke up and run into Ego Boys.
Yeah, go find some picks. There's a nice bit of room for that troll now. He's got his Maelstrom up. Looks like Rises opting to go that direction, not the Battle Fury. Feeling he needs to play a little bit faster up against this Latam defender side. There's also this Tiny who has been struggling. I think Blink Dagger is now arriving for him. He's also gotten Treads.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of phase boots Tiny. Is this adaptation up against the Phoenix, against the Visage?
Sumail go for it. I think it's quite decent. It makes you a little bit of a harder carry. Less on the running around and trying to position yourself for the initiation, I think. Because when you get Treads and Echo Saber, you are really strong.
Yeah, you're a hard-hitting rock boy. Ego Boys, they're kind of tentatively moving forward. They want a kill here so they can actually kill off that tower mid. But a blink out. Axe dodges the jump. And now the Battle Hunger. Slows them down. Nanana's familiars. You're going to have to regen back up. So smoke fails, and Latam defenders defend their tower. They bring all the numbers there, leaving Moonlight to try and farm up towards his Blink Dagger top lane alone. It's been very smooth from the Latam defenders this entire game. All the moves they've been making, not only preemptive ones, but reactive ones as well.
Yeah, I think apart from Nanana dying 3 times in this game, everything else has been going according to their plan. Even Valky, like, he had a hard lane, but he's really caught up.
Visage going to smoke up towards here as well. They spear Valky against that outpost. Blink
so tanky though.
Is ready on Tiny, and they arena in onto the Phoenix with the kisses, but he pops his Supernova. Calling up onto Drakeel, they pick him off. They guard them all inside that arena with a great Supernova. And Nanana's arrived with his Orchid now. Straight onto the Wyvern, simple dunk, a mega kill streak for Valky, and it looks like Bowie's dreams are all coming true.
No Roshan time. I guess they feel like those timers are too short for them to go into the Roshan pit. But you saw what happened there, right? They would jump to Mars. The Snapfire wants to go in with the little Shredder, but they have such a big overwhelming force on Latam defenders. They can't do it, even with the little Shredder available.
Well, I do find a little catch on to the Bloodseeker, but the Axe is back here to defend them. Great finger, stun back in, a double kill for Valky. He is just dunking them left and right.
The only way that was a possible kill is if Tiny went for the combo play into a Kisses, but Kisses are on cooldown.
I went to one, I was going to try and defend that tower. Spooky when Moonlight's so nearby. There has been some very crisp execution, and like you say, Valky, he recovered out of that laning stage, got a very good timing on his Blink Dagger. And every time he sees somebody, they are just being annihilated. Full control of that dire jungle top. EGOBOYS, they keep trying to match them. Oh. That's an avalanche toss play. Spear misses though. EGOBOYS, they're off kilter. There's something going wrong here.
I mean, they don't have vision on the map, right? If you switch to their fog, the only ward they have is this one ward in the jungle area. So they're gonna smoke up, try to go bottom, and make their own pretty much fortress in the bottom jungle area and be like, okay guys, we're gonna only fight if Latam defenders walk into our wards here. Kakahook, that's a big play.
Yeah.
Oh no!
3 heroes for him.
Oh, what a disaster!
Oh, the kisses though?
Okay, they got him.
Okay. A sigh of relief thanks to Tano, but Drakeel looks like, hexed up. Good Winter's Curse. That gives a bit of room for Mars to retreat, and they kill Nana with the birds in the line around him. Stunned back on the Mars though, he TP's under vision of that Moonlight Lion.
Okay.
2 for 1, but anything like that for EGOBOYS feels good until the Axe blinks in, catches the Wyvern, diving forward. The Phoenix actually supernovas for this. They don't want any return play coming in from Tiny.
Alright, that looked like almost a disaster, but it turned out alright because the Winter's Curse came out also onto the Visage, so they got 2 kills there. But when the Tombo's coming out, you don't want to use the spear on the hero that's being tossed, because it'll always send them out the arena. It's you know, Dota 2 physics.
Yeah.
When they're in the air and you spear them, they're gonna go over the fortress or the arena.
Valky really is playing out of his mind right now, though. Literally every time he sees a hero appear on his screen or minimap, he's blinking right on them, calling, and he's expecting his teammates to be backing him up, and they are. They're always in position, ready to strike.
Bowie said Valky has played 100 Dota games this week already in pubs matchmaking, right? And I told him, well, that just means he hasn't scrimmed and he might be burned out. Well, I guess it's not.
Oh, troll.
I guess he's owning.
Oh, rises. He's done.
Oh, look at
he's
that.
done for. Even with a cookie, I mean, they missed the culling blade. They still kill him off, and now chasing in. Tano and alone. They're going to try and blink away. Cookie and TP. Tano's TP looks successful. It's going to be close. Valky not there quite fast enough.
Still need to take Roshan though. They gotta get the objectives going. I mean, they're getting kills on the map and stuff, but they're not really leading these kills into objectives at the moment.
It's like they're being distracted, right? EGOBOYS are throwing these, throwing bodies into the meat grinder basically. And alone, he's a good pick off after killing off that troll. He does turn and combo onto Moonlight, but that is a fluffy hat wand raindrops on Lion, unkillable.
Countered. Tiny has been countered. Just fluffy hat and raindrop. That's all you really need. Maybe a cloak at some point as well. But I think it's okay that they just keep running around and killing heroes right now. It's only 18 minutes into the game. You don't need to rush the Roshan. You can always wait and just keep killing all these guys.
Oh, hello.
You want the axe? Oh, makes
this
the
is
spear.
a huge kill. He's 9-0-3, but yeah, Drakeel missing that spear. Kisses not enough to finish him, and with a Sunray healing him, Valky with a backup of the Supernova and the birds coming. They're gonna take down the axe. No, oh my god, they don't! The axe Berserker's Call. He's got the armor going. Turns. Blood right comes. He's finally dead. A double kill for the Snapfire. Finding the Phoenix and the axe. That's like 1,000 gold into the hands of Tano, who's got BKB queued up now. Tiny's jump back in. Slaying Moonlight. And a Cold Embrace extends this fight for Kara to try and walk it off. Familiar's coming back up. Nah. Doesn't have his Aghanims yet. Just getting these chain stuns and delaying that push forward. Alone's got another blink though. He can jump straight onto that Visage. Avalanche toss combo with Rises arriving. And all these distractions has allowed the EGOBOYS to get up a couple of items, hit their levels, and find a couple of team fights, which actually brings the game almost back to dead even now.
Yeah, Rises has a BKB now too. I think the second initiation there from Moonlight, when that ward was being dewarded, was just a complete disaster.
The Cold Embrace. Alone, he's got a couple of stick charges up his sleeve. The cookie away, but no. That's a maxed out Sunray.
Yep, and he died to the rupture there because of the cookie coming out. Well, we know what's stronger. Maxed out Sunray or Cold Embrace.
Blink with a call. Stun and dunk. And they take out the Wyvern. And it doesn't look like they've got any more disables yet to stop that Snapfire from just TPing out.
Check what he's going for on Snapfire. First item.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is all for the Phoenix, right? He doesn't want to be stunned by Moonlight or anything like that. He just wants to buy this BKB on the Snapfire, walk into the middle of the fight, and just kill off that egg.
Do you like it? Like, you know, you're explaining it very well, but do you over a glimmer or force?
Why not? I mean, I think if you go glimmer or force, it won't really help you from killing the egg off, right? Where he feels like that's pretty much his only goal. It also keeps you alive against this Visage from slowing you down.
Valky's been jumping hard every time. They've got a curse in the back as well onto the Phoenix, dying to the Wyvern, but the kiss is on axe. That's the pick off the EGOBOYS will grab first. And they want the Lion too. Rises BKB, it's about to expire, but he's got the Battle Trance going, the Rupture's on him, they've got a Supernova being focused by the Snap and the Wyvern, and a Cold Embrace just in time, while Cockahawk, he might struggle now. All the arena's out, but it misses. Drakeel catches nobody. They're relying on this toss and spear, but he's missed that as well. Drakeel having a bit of a mare here.
Played fight.
Well, they do still get 3 kills. It could have been so much more.
That was such a good fight because they jumped the axe first, right? And they make sure that he dies so that the Troll Warlord can now be able to take the fight with his Battle Trance. And the moment the axe dies, you can see Latin defenders just completely run away from the engagement. There's no more disables available for them. Lions being killed off by the Troll Warlord. Wyvern sitting there just cold embracing and healing, and everybody's just kiting one another. It's just so hard for Latin defenders without this one hero.
Yeah, it felt so good when they were in the lead item-wise. You know, that, 4K or so net worth lead was basically an item that they were ahead on one of their core heroes. And now, the Troll's caught up, Tiny's caught up, Echo Saber nearly done on Alone. And even this Winter Wyvern, having Blink soon.
Moonlight.
Support's looking pretty fat on EGOBOYS, and Moonlight tossed back into it. It's a good Blood Right call play, though, from Valky. Good Cold Embrace, but the Sunray burns straight through him. Thor's that Tiny down, and Moonlight's made the jump back in again. Tano picked off by Cockahawk, and he's very speedy. An Arena Spear with a Troll BKB. Turns and faces onto the Bloodseeker. Rises. He's the big carry in this game. Faces off against the entirety of the Latam defenders, and he clears through the 2 cores. Silence him with the Orchid, sure, but it's a full retreat back now. Hex up from Moonlight. Chain up with that Finger of Death and the stun. Oh, he doesn't have the stun just yet. Comes off cooldown. A little bit too slow for his liking. I don't get Drakeel.
That could have been so good for Latin defenders if the axe didn't miss his call on the first target that he went on there. Because then your whole team will get the attack speed and movement speed boost. You'll be able to run these heroes down properly. The Bloodseeker, you saw, okay, here we go. They see the Lion, they jump him. but the Axe is right behind him, so I guess it's nice, juicy 2-man call on a 2-course, plus they're taking a bunch of damage to the Blade Man. Here, there it is, he missed the call onto the Tiny.
And now they've got kisses in towards the Visage. Nana's out here isolated. The Fiery Spirits, the Supernova, but that tree toss bypasses it all. Can't focus yet quite fast enough, but they've still got a toss back. Blink call from Valky Axe with a Blade Mail going now. He's in onto Drakeel and Tana, but it's not enough damage. The follow-through is now lacking. Cockhook's going to try and pick off alone with a Rupture and a BKB on this Bloodseeker. Chasing towards Kara. He's got the Winner's Curse and a Golden Praise, and now Rises. He's able to turn and face this with an Arena from the Mars, and they've got a Spear. They do in a second with a God's Rebuke as well, but they're focused on the Rises. He BKBs up. He lifesteals and heals. Okay. He's back up with his 1 charges. An Angel trapped in the net. A Roshan now coming through for EGOBOYS as well, and it's a game that is firmly in their control after the past 3 or 4 minutes going perfectly for them.
He just pops the battle chance as well. You know, the fight's already over. Why not? Let's just take this Roshan. And you can see on the replay here, with the Visage just getting caught off first, and everybody else on Latam defenders so far away from the fight, they can't just walk into this and take the engagement after your hero's already dead. This is a complete disaster. Oh man, the poor decision making on Latam defenders is just really hurting him. The Bloodseeker 2 just getting cursed up instantly.
Yeah.
His BKB was like about 4 seconds left, so perfectly timed with the curse. Just able to lock him in to this arena. He can't run away, and the Troll Warlord just goes to town.
Yeah, it was a pretty juicy one there. I thought he'd picked up lifesteal or something, but yeah, it's just the Troll had some 1 charges up his sleeve that managed to secure himself that turnaround inside the arena.
Now, well, lifesteal would be a very nice purchase for Rises this game, though, that's for sure. Especially against the Axe with the Blade Mail.
Yeah, it would allow him to do that exact move a number of times. I mean, yeah, look at the comparison there. There's a pretty big gap in net worth now between his Troll and the Bloodseeker. Hero damage-wise, sure, Cockhook's been going in, slaying supports in the back, finding pickoffs. But the Troll has just been amassing these items. And the problem with Latam defenders on the back foot now.
Exactly. They were getting a lot of pickoffs earlier in the game, but they haven't been able to play together. You know, make the moves together, not get picked off on one hero before they take the fights. Cockhook, he has a BKB, but it doesn't matter against Kara.
He's not wanting to die. I mean, he's BKB'd now. Kara has the curse. Yeah, waste all that time with the BKB. They've got Arena, Spear, they're waiting out that shiny golden Bloodseeker, and he doesn't get out of the arena in time. Well, Rises. He's slain the Lion as well.
Yeah.
That's a complete swing of events. This game really turned on its head.
Too many
What do you think
mistakes.
about doing at this point?
Well, you're going to have to just try to play together, play under your vision. You got to do what EGOBOYS done, right? They just played under their wards, try to get some retaliation kills, and play off that. But Latam defenders right now, all their wards are dead. The only ward they have on the map is the one in the mid-river area. So EGOBOYS, not only have they got these kills and came back into the game, they're controlling the map up really well. Nana also just finished his Aghanim's. He's going for a Shard next, so he's going to have like a save for himself, which is nice. But I don't know, this might be a little too late.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, yeah, the Aghanim Silent as the Grave, pretty good at wrapping around and finding these support kills. It feels like that's what too many of their heroes want to do. And it doesn't feel like they've got a hero that can match up against the Troll at this point in the game. The Bloodseeker, the Axe, and the Visage, even the Lion to a large extent, wants to be playing from fog, backstabbing, getting a couple of cheeky kills, and then extending the fight out. Yeah, they're being hemmed back in their base now as well. Radiant Triangle held, Blink Tombo in from that Tiny. And Moonlight gone for 50 seconds actually could indicate a high ground push here, couldn't it?
Well, they probably want to wait for maybe one more pickoff. You don't really know if the Lion does have a buyback. Plus, you're fighting into the Axe Call plus Supernova. It's a solid combo. And the Visage, he might just run from the back and get a pickoff onto Snapfire. Even though the Winter Wyvern might be able to save him. So I guess you want to go for the Wyvern, right? You can't really go for anybody else, because the Wyvern is just going to save whoever you go on. So Visage's options are kind of limited too.
That's what I'm kind of saying as well. Like the Bloodseeker, the Visage, and the Axe all want to do that exact same thing. It's he's been lobbed back in. He didn't get the 3-man call. Now the call is only onto the Rise's Troll, who has Aegis and Satanic. They burst through Valky. Troll Wars still alive. Tano dead, sure, but they've got a Winner's Curse now to the BKB of Cockahawk. The stun, the impale in from Lion. Soul Assumption bounces out. And Axe buys back. So does Tiny, though. Troll, he loses that Aegis. He doesn't have a BKB, does he? He got Battle Trance, but he's been hexed up. Let's see what he can do with a backup of Kara, and Alone's Tiny coming back in. Invised up, smacks into Moonlight, but a Ghost Scepter is there and rises. Cold Embrace, Battle Trance is ready with the Satanic. Can't use it in time. Latam defenders, they defend their base with everything they've got, but in comes the secondary carry. It's Tano, the Snapfire, level 15. BKB's on cooldown, but Alone's in again. Silenced by the Orchid of the Visage. Axe there with the Battle Hunger as well, and the buybacks, they're flowing freely here. Dieback. The Phoenix is going out. Yeah, Alone, you're right. He's going to be dead for a long old time, like 90 seconds, 100 seconds. He's done for.
Chop, chop.
The Familiars on this Valky Axe. The Culling Blade's coming. 80 seconds on the sidelines.
Yep, just run down middle. I mean, you got the numbers, you got 2 diebacks on your opponents, like the Snapfire and Tiny both bought up. As soon as the Troll is being chased down like that and you can't help him, he's dead, you gotta get out. You gotta be ready to defend your high ground. And losing your 2 heroes like this just means your racks will probably fall right here. Like, Latin defenders, not only do they defend hardcore, but they're gonna get a juicy set of raxes. What can Kara do? He's got a curse in 3. This has to be a huge curse. Fend them off here.
Yeah, he's got a blink dagger as well. But look at the spacing of Latin defenders.
Yeah, and the birds too. He just moves the birds an inch further, so even if he does get cursed, he will not die to it.
Well, they're ready though. Arena and Curse overlapping.
That's a really good one.
Cockahawk's still going to be dropped down though, thanks to the Mars. They defend their melee barracks. The birds come in to finish it off. They do finish it, and a stun, not catching the Troll. Drakeel's still running forward. They want the stragglers here. TP out from Axe, Valky, and a bit of a shove back there from the Lion, thanks to his little psychic headband. He's got a blinking 3, Ghost Scepter ready, Arcane Rune grabbed up, Moonlight, he looks like he's out of there.
Very nice spell casting there from Moonlight, and stunning up that Troll right before the range axes come out.
Oh, but he stuck around.
No. Oh,
yeah, what was he doing? He wanted to hit the Wild Wing. I don't know. You're not meant to be fighting creeps when you're being chased like this. Ghost Scepter's up, but a spear will finish him. Bloodseeker down for 45 with no buyback, and now we're looking for a return rack by EGOBOYS into that Latin defender's base.
Yeah, Bloodseeker dead for 30 seconds. Here's the retaliation. I mean, this is going to be really tough to defend because you don't got the Bloodseeker to just go in and make that distraction for your team.
And Lion's going to be forced to buy back. Blink call onto Drakeel. And they've got Supernova,
Tiny.
But Tiny's onto the Phoenix. No buyback on him, so they had the Supernova, but no longer. Valky spent his BKB, Soul Assumption's being split out there onto the 2 targets, and then jump in with the Arena, catching Moonlight, so a dieback on him. Unlocks the barracks, opens the base now for EGOBOYS to take down top.
They can go for way more.
Think about mid, yeah?
Yeah, hell yeah. You got Lion dead, he just bought out and died instantly. The Phoenix bought out earlier, also dead again. I mean, what was he doing on that Phoenix? He just like swooped in, used Sunray right in front of the enemy, not thinking that Tiny wasn't gonna jump him.
Yeah, it was a bit. I was honestly, when I said he's got Supernova, I was expecting him to press that button when I was talking about it. I mean, a catch out rises here with a nice jump from Valky, but he's just BKB Satanics. Now he's dead for 100. The curse on Cockahawk through his BKB, doing a decent amount of physical damage, try and trap him in some troll nets. The battle trance and the chase forward. Maelstrom strikes hitting, and a great familiar stuns though from Na. Holds Drakeel and rises back away from the Bloodseeker, but alone. He's made the jump deep. In behind enemy Lions, kills them off, and that massive 5-man wipe into GG. What a bizarre game, back and forth. Latam defenders with the early lead. EGOBOYS come back, then it looks like the Latam defenders are going to be able to swing in with a couple of buildings, and losing a fight outside that dire base just loses them the game.
I mean, I don't know what I just watched. Latam defenders just like wipe them, take a set of racks. You know, they lose their Bloodseeker, I understand that, and then they just lost the game. It's just baffling to me. Okay, so you take this racks, right? You